Welcome back, children. So last video we saw about the introduction of the programming language and about the compiler interpreter and about the C DOS prompt. Yes, right, Turbo C. And now we are going to see the syntax of your C program. What is meant by a syntax? A structure. Okay. So, a human language has spelling and grammar rules, right? You want to speak in present tense, past tense. There are many rules and regulations. Likewise, our computer language has a set of words and punctuation called as syntax. Okay. So, you want to do like this only. Like in your English grammar, ilakkanam in Tamil, right? So, like that only you want to speak. So, there is a certain rules and regulations for computer language also, like punctuation and set of commands, how to write it. This is called as the syntax. So, computers can understand instructions only they have written in their appropriate syntax. Okay. If it is written in the proper syntax only, computer can understand. Otherwise, what it will do? It will throw the error. Okay. So, computers can understand the instructions only if they have been written using appropriate syntax. Otherwise, it will throw the error. So, what is the structure of a C program? We'll see the structure of the C program. So, this is the structure of the C language. The first sentence, the first line is the comment line, right? Last time we saw what is the comment line, right? So, this is the comment line, where the comment line with backslash with this multiplication symbol, what is the comment, and you want to close it. This is the comment line. There can be comments for like what is the program about. Okay. So, the next one is, this is the next line, and we'll see what this hash symbol means, what is meant by include everything in the upcoming slides. Okay. So, this is the main function, and this is the open braces and the closed braces inside which the statements are being written. So, this is the structure of the program. Got it? Yes. This is the structure of the C program. So, comment line. The first line is the comment line. And what is meant by the comment line? A comment line starts with the and ends with the backslash and multiplication. So, the computer ignores this line as it is meant for the user and others to understand what is being done in the program, not for other purposes. The compiler will ignore, because this is a comment line which is used for the user to understand for what this function is being used. Okay. For that only we will be using this. The next one is main function. What is the main function? Main is the starting point of the program. Main is called as the starting point of the program. Every program in C must have a main function. Without main function, C will not work. So, for every program, we want to write the main function. It must appear only once in the, and also be specific that only one main program will be there for a C program. In a single program, there cannot be many main functions. Okay. So, in a program, only one main function will be there. Okay. And this is the first function that is called by the compiler when the program runs. So, this is the first statement which is called by the compiler when the program runs. So, when the program runs, it will start with this main function. Okay. Clear? Okay. So, next one is braces. So, after the main function, what has been used? The open braces following the main indicates the beginning of the program, and the closing braces indicates the end of the program. The actual program statements are written inside the two braces and performs the specific task. So, for any task to be done, it should be inside these two braces. After main, the next statement should be the open braces. Inside the open braces, the statement for processing anything should be written, and then you must close the braces. This is the structure. Okay. So, what is meant by this hash include? Ma'am, you said what is hash include? The second line after comment line, the first one is the hash include. What is this hash and what is this include? See, hash include is a preprocessor command. Before processing, this statement will be processed. Okay, the preprocessor is an external program executed before C program. So before C program, this external program will be executed. Okay, what is meant by that? It is including the external file into your C program. Okay, it is including, this hash include means including. It is this statement will refer that the following file should be included into your C program file. Okay, the file which is being included are predefined, previously defined by the C programmers itself. It is not defined by you. It is developed and kept in the C program itself, and it is being included into our C program for our convenience. Okay, so the preprocessor hash include refers to the program statements from a file and places them directly into the current file. So okay, for our reference, like printf, we don't know what this function do, right? But for printf, what it should do, it is return and kept it in the header file. Okay, what is that header file also we are going to see now. Okay, so that header file, what statements and all there, it will be refers to the file and it places them into the current file. So such statements are placed at the top of the program before main. That is called as the header file. Okay, before main you want to write this hash include. Hash means preprocessor and including the header file. Header file will be returned in the angle brackets inside that. Okay, so there are two header files. The syntax to write a preprocessor command is as follows: hash include header file. Okay, so hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. These are all the header files. These are all called as the header file. What is meant by an stdio and what is meant by conio will be seeing now. Okay, stdio is standard input output. For input and output, we are having a function called as printf and scanf. Okay, that function is previously defined and kept it in your stdio.header file, and we are going to call that header file to use that functions. Okay, to use your printf and scanf. That is, printf is used for displaying your processed data and scanf is used for input the data. For getting the input, your scanf is used. For displaying the output, your printf is used. But we don't know printf scanf, but the function is defined inside this stdio.h, standard input output.h in the header. This is called as a header file. While developing the C programming itself, the header file, what the functions has been written and kept it for our C programmers use. Got it? Yes. And conio.h is nothing but to console the input and output. Consoling means what? Contains functions to read and print the data on the output console, output window, how it should appear. Okay, so getch, clear screen, that and all will be coming under this conio.h. Okay, so there are certain header files which is defined previously in your C compiler. That header files we can use it, and the functions are being previously defined for the user's reference. Okay, so conio is console input output. Console is nothing but the output window. It contains the functions to read and print data on the output window. Clear? Yes? Any doubt in this? The next one is about the semicolon. See, listen carefully. The semicolon, for each and every statement, the statement should end with the semicolon. Got it? If the semicolon is missing, it will throw an error. If you are not typing the semicolon or writing the semicolon in your C program, it will show the error. Got it? So, every line in a C program ends with the statement terminator, that is semicolon. Okay. For example, hash include stdio, main, opening that, printf hello, it should end with the semicolon. See here, it should end with the semicolon. If the semicolon is not given, your program will not work. Okay. So this is the sample program where the preprocessor include your header file called as stdio, standard input output. Printf is a function from the standard input output, and main function, the compiler will call this main function. Before that, the standard input output, all the functions will be listed, and then in the main program braces are there, and semicolon should be there for each and every whatever a plus b, c is equal to a plus b, semicolon, a is equal to 10, semicolon. You refer the previous videos about and a plus b and all. Okay, so everything should be ending with the semicolon. So ending with the semicolon. Yes. So this is their example program. Understood? Understood what is the structure of the program? The structure of the program should be like this. It should start with the preprocessor directive. This is called as the preprocessor directive. That is, previously processed thing will be given here, and it should include the stdio.h header file, and starts with the main function. It should open the brackets with the closing braces. Inside these braces, all the statements will be written, and all the statements should end with the semicolon. So this is the structure of a program. So can you write an example program for printing your name, class and your school name in a C program? Can you able to write? Yes. So write it and show it to me. Okay. Write it in your classwork note. The next one is the PEP activity. So we saw 2.1 PEP activity. That lesson will, that PEP activity I will give the answer in the next class. And 2.2 I have given the answer about the MS Word icons, right? So this is 2.3. So in 2.3, five of Rogan's friends have been invited for Rogan's birthday party. They are delicious treats menu. Like, so your birthday party will have some treat menu, right? So how will Rogan divide all these? So only 5 friends have been coming. So you are having one cake. How he will split and give it? So what is the answer for this? 5 cakes. Cake will be splitted into 5 slices. Sandwich, each one, because 5 sandwiches are there. Apples, each one, because 5 apples are there. And cucumbers, each one, because 5 cucumbers are there, right? So this is the spreading of the treat menu. Okay, so this is the items, dividing of the items. Okay. So, see, in the next part, 5 more guests have arrived. You called for friends, more friends. 5 guests arrived. You thought only 5, but 5 more friends arrived. Unexpectedly, 5 other friends arrived. So, Rohan has to divide and give to 5 friends, 10 friends, sorry, 10 friends. So, last thing, 5 friends arrived. So, we shared and gave. And now 10 friends arrived. How will Rahul share? So 10 slices. Cake, instead of 5, 10 slices should be there. Sandwich, half each. Apples, half each. And cucumbers, half each. Yes, isn't it? So the variation of the items. So the items all are same. On 4 items there also, here also 4 items. But the variation is about the quantity of the items, right? Not with the items are not changing. The 4 means items are same, but the quantity of the item only changes, right? So from this PEP activity, we are going for the next part called as variables and constants. Okay, what is meant by variable? Constant we'll be seeing from the next class. We'll end our session up to this. Thank you, children.